myself, Charlie, and today I have the amazing, the glittery, the shining star that is Nina West, everybody! Woo!
Hello, Charlie!
Hi! Thank you so much for taking time out to chat with me.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be
here.
here.
A message last year when Jax asked for messages of support due to my bullying. One of the things that I tell everyone now is to be yourself because everyone else is taken. And that is exactly how you live your life. And I'm truly honoured to be able to talk to you. And I know that chatting with people like you, anything is possible if you dream and want it enough.
That's absolutely right. That is the truth. You're amazing. I think everything that you stand for and everything you do and how you've taken a really difficult time and made it so incredible and are inspiring everyone around the world. It's amazing. And I'm lucky to be here with you today. Thank you.
Are you ready for some funny questions, some interesting questions, and some serious questions?
I'm ready, Charlie.
It's going to be a fun interview. As a child, did the theatre and arts always interest you?
Yeah, I think I knew from a very young age I always wanted to be a performer. I always wanted to be on stage and wanted to make people smile and laugh. I just knew from a very young age. I mean, how old are you now, Charlie? Because you're 10. Have you always known?
Not always known. I've known since I was about 7 or 8.
Yeah, that's probably the same for me too, I think. Yeah.
What age were you when you decided this was the path you wanted to go down? Did you perform in shows as a child, etc.?
So I think for me it was, I always wanted to be on stage and be in shows, but I was when I was 16 when I got my driver's license and I was able to go audition for a show. See, over in the States you have to be 16 to drive. And so I had to go drive to a community theater and audition for my very first show. And I got a part, and that's when I knew, once I did it and got on stage, I was like, oh, I know this is for me. Because I loved the camaraderie and the collaboration and talking with people. It was awesome.
Did you do professional training, and if so, where?
So my training didn't really start, I mean, I think life is a really great training ground, you know, actually doing shows and getting experience. That's a really good training to know that you want to do it. And then when I went to university, and I got training, that's how I knew I was going to commit my life to being a performer, in writing or directing or producing or acting,
You described drag as magic, the escape from a boring day. A great music video, by the way, and one I think everyone should watch. When did you discover the magic of drag?
Well, thanks, Charlie. Thank you so much. You know exactly what you're talking about. You know, I discovered drag when I left university. I graduated from university, and but while I was in university, I met some drag queens, and I discovered the performance aspect of drag, and I fell in love with it. And the idea that I could really take my individuality and expound upon that and make it even brighter and more silly and more fun, that's when I knew. I was like, oh, yeah, this is a really great extension of theater, and so I could try it.
How did Nina West evolve into the amazing woman she is today, including settling on the name, Nina West?
Well, that's such a good question. I think I listened to myself. I think that's a really important lesson, to listen to yourself. And that's, I put myself in a lot of experiences to really experience new things. And I'll tell you, Charlie, one of my greatest life lessons was failure. Learning and not always getting what I wanted and having to learn how to deal with that. That's tough. And so that was one of my greatest lessons, was failing at something. And there's so much more to learn when you fail than there is to succeed. Because when everyone's patting you on the back and saying good job, you're not learning that there could be something that can be improved on. You know, and so failure was really good for me. And Nina West came from my love of a musician who sang. Her name was Nina Simone. That's who I love, and so I named myself after her.
It took you 9 times to finally get onto the RuPaul's Drag Race. How hard was it to keep dusting yourself off and trying again?
Oh, Charlie, that's another lesson, right? I think when the door closes, right, you have to decide, do I want to keep doing this? You got to get off the ground, dust yourself off, and keep trying. And I think that's what Drag Race taught me.
Yeah.
That I should just, if I fall off the horse, I get back on it.
Mhm.
And no one's gonna answer the door, Charlie, unless you keep knocking. You know what I
Nope.
mean? So you don't never let opportunity pass you by. Keep knocking on the door.
Yep. So true. How much of an honour was it to be the very first person dressed in full drag to walk the purple carpet at the Emmys?
It was a big honor. It was a very big honor. I lost my mind. There were people from all over the world. And that night I got to hang out with a bunch of Brits from Game of Thrones, so I was very happy.
As a child, who was your biggest inspiration and have you ever met them?
Oh my gosh, my biggest inspiration, probably the Muppets. Like, I love the Muppets. And so I've never met them. So I would love to meet the Muppets.
They are very, very, very good people to get inspiration off.
Yes, aren't they though? They're crazy and they're funny and inspiring.
Growing up in Ohio, were you ever bullied like me as a child for being different?
Yes, I was. I think that was a very common, I think your story really resonated with me because I was different and I am different. I didn't want my difference to be my weakness, and people wanted me to own my difference as a weakness and not as a beautiful strength. And it's amazing that your age that you're able to embrace your difference and love it.
Yeah.
Because I think when I was your age, I was very scared. You know, I was very scared, and just embracing every little thing about me that everyone else was trying to tell me was wrong. And learning that everything about me is perfect. It's perfectly imperfect. That's one of my favorite things to say.
Yeah.
Perfectly imperfect. That's because there's beauty in our imperfections, and that's cool.
Everyone has imperfections, but they can still be beautiful.
Yes, it's exactly it, Charlie. You're very inspiring. I just can't get over how inspiring you are.
Thank you. What advice would you give anyone as a child who is getting bullied, or an adult?
Yeah, I think so for anybody who's listening who might be getting bullied, my first advice is, especially if you're a child, is to find somebody to be an advocate for you. To find, if you're afraid to speak up and use your voice, to find someone to use their voice for you.
Yeah.
But also, if you're a child, make sure you keep speaking up. So many times adults don't want to believe kids, and that's our job as adults. Trust and listen to children. That's important for me as an adult to listen to. A little kid is telling me that something wrong is happening. I have to listen. So it's not really advice for children as much as it is for adults to listen to kids when they tell you something. So any adult watching, make sure you listen to the little ones in your life. Yeah. Might be saying something that they need help.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you work with any charities?
Oh my gosh, I work with a bunch of charities because I love doing charity work. It's my favorite thing. Yeah.
It's a good thing to have as a favorite thing.
Isn't it? What's your favorite? Yeah, what is your favorite thing?
My favorite thing at the moment is probably interviewing everybody.
You're getting an incredible list. It's an amazing list of people.
Well, I mean, I've got you, so yeah, a very amazing list.
You're going to be very good at this. You know that, Charlie. You're already amazing. You're doing all the right things.
So what charities do you work with?
Oh gosh, so I work with the Trevor Project, which is an organization here in the United States. It helps, it's an anti-bullying organization for LGBTQIA youth, which is a really powerful organization here. I work with the Kaleidoscope Youth Center, which is an organization here in my state of Ohio, in central Ohio, that helps youth also. But I work with a variety of organizations depending on need and necessity. And I even have, Charlie, this is so cool. I even have my own charitable foundation called the Nina West Foundation. I
know, I was reading about it and I was like, oh my goodness, this is absolutely amazing.
Isn't it cool? Yeah, I was inspired by being bullied, and I wanted to take my own power, my own destiny, my own hands. And so I did that. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that is really cool.
Thank you.
What advice would you give yourself as a child, knowing what you know now as an adult?
I would tell myself that it does get better, and that is
Mm-hmm.
not, that is not just a saying that you just rolls off the tongue.
Yep.
But through trust, hard work, and belief in myself
Mm-hmm.
and in my tribe, my family, and my chosen family, I'll be okay.
Now's for the funny questions.
Oh,
this is where I get very, very amused. If you could play any role, regardless of gender or animal, that you know you could never play, what would it be?
If I could play any role. Oh my gosh, that's a really good question. I think I would maybe want to play. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's a big one, Charlie. I think I would want to play. Oh, that is so good. I can't even think. I think it'd be really fun. I think it'd be really fun to be in the Harry Potter movies. I don't know who I'd be, but
yeah,
they're like some.
I love Harry Potter. It's my absolute favorite thing.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wait, which was your favorite one? Which is your favorite?
Oh, number 7.
Number 7?
Yeah.
Really? Number 4 is my very favorite.
Number 4 is very good.
So very good. So good. And I was lucky enough, Charlie. I came over to England. I've been over to England 3 times since I said hello to you the last time, and I love your country and I love the people, and there is a little bit of a magic to it that kind of captured in Harry Potter. I love it.
Yeah. I have a full den of Harry Potter in my backyard.
What? Are you trying to make me jealous? What's going on, Charlie?
What is your most memorable but worst moment? I mean this in a funny way. Have you tripped up on red carpet or got a very famous person's name wrong?
I mean, there's been a couple. I have my dress at the Emmys, actually. If you look at the pictures when I'm walking down the red carpet, someone stepped on my train and it ripped all the way out. And so I'm holding my train on the side, because otherwise it would have fallen off, and it was pulling at the back of my dress. It was very, very, very awful, and I was so upset. And I was sweating, and I couldn't stop sweating, and so it was the pits. It was terrible.
But I mean, it wasn't your fault. It was somebody else's fault for stepping on it.
But you know what I mean? There was a lesson there. I was like, I gotta roll with these punches.
Yeah.
Because it's happening now. I don't get a redo.
Yep. What do you still get in trouble for?
Oh gosh, I probably still get in trouble. I probably still get in trouble for working too much. People always tell me to slow down. I love working, so I probably get in trouble for that.
Well, it's a good thing to get in trouble for.
I guess that's what I think.
What is your worst habit? This is my favorite question to ask.
Oh my gosh, my worst habit. Probably second guessing myself. That's a terrible habit.
Oh, that is a very bad habit.
It is a very bad habit. What's your worst habit?
I talk and I talk and I talk.
That's a great habit. Otherwise, it's really quiet.
Not when it's just about random gibberish.
I love gibberish.
Gibberish is cool. Now for a round of quickfire questions.
Oh gosh, okay.
Text or talk?
Talk.
Skirt or dress?
Dress.
Stockings or tights?
Oh, I mean, I have to. I'd say neither, but I have to for my job. So I'd say tights.
Favorite city?
Oh my gosh, favorite city, probably Edinburgh or London. Yeah.
Mine's New York.
New York City's wonderful. I love it.
Yeah.
I think I'm just trying to play favorite to you.
Haribo or Hershey's?
Hershey's?
Heels or flats?
I mean, again, these are it's my job, so I kind of feel like I need to wear heels, but I prefer a flat.
2 foods you cannot live without.
2 things I can't live without? My dogs. I have 2 of them, my dogs.
Oh. Last song downloaded.
Oh, the last song I downloaded, my phone's right here, let's look. The last song I downloaded was, I downloaded the Smash concept recording from the Bombshell recording.
Mm-hmm.
Just did that Bombshell concert last week, so I downloaded that. But I also downloaded Lady Gaga's Rain on Me. I'm like, I have to look, because I listen to music all the time. I bet you do. Like, I love musicals, and I love hearing new music, and so I'm constantly listening to music, and so it's because the energy. I love it.
Best childhood movie.
Best childhood movie, probably Beauty and the Beast. Or Mary Poppins.
That's a good movie. Oh, Mary Poppins is also a very good movie. And musical.
My favorite musical?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna say Hairspray, but it's Hairspray and Phantom, maybe?
Haven't seen Phantom yet, but Hairspray is very good.
Hairspray is so much fun.
Yeah. Hogwarts House.
Oh, I am a Ravenclaw. What are you?
My Hogwarts House is actually my alter ego. I'm actually a Slytherin.
Excuse me, I have to end this interview now. You're evil.
I'm a good Slytherin.
I'm kidding. The Slytherins are mostly good. I mean, there's like the House of Slytherin supposed to be like notoriously good, even though they've got the worst wizards in it.
Well, yeah, like people say Draco Malfoy's bad, but actually in the end he ended up being good.
Well, the spoiler alert, Charlie. What are you doing?
Oh yeah, I forgot about.
What if people haven't seen it, even though it's been out forever?
Well, if people haven't seen or read the Harry Potter books, where have they been?
That's what I say, Charlie. Under a rock. Tell them Draco's good.
Now's for a tongue twister.
Oh gosh.
How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Do you want me to say that?
Yes, please.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? How much?
Very good.
That was very American. That's a very American tongue twister. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Yeah, that's very American. I've been saying that since I was a kid.
You're the first person to get a tongue twister that I've done.
See, Charlie? See? The power of the wig.
Yep. I really like your wig, by the way.
Well, thank you. It's my real hair. Don't tell anybody.
Now, last question for my benefit and my benefit only.
Okay, I'm ready.
Would you like to be the mentor of a child who wants to be a presenter and performer interviewing stars around the world?
Of course I do. I want nothing but success for you. That's, I think, here's the thing. I think my job is very important. I'll tell you, I have a really cool job. Even though as unconventional as it is to many, my job, and I take it very seriously, is that I get to go around the world and I get to make people happy and forget about their problems and smile for a minute and remember their own value and their own self-worth.
Yeah.
And I take those aspects to my job so seriously because I was someone like when I was your age, I really needed someone like me to tell me that I was okay. And I think it's very important that people hear one another and people feel seen. And so, of course, I think it's very important that someone like you exists and someone like you tells your story and you specifically share your value and your worth with the world because you are very valuable. And like you said, there's only one you. There's no one else like you in the world. There's no one else like me in the world. There's no one else like your mom or your dad in the world.
Nope.
So what's so special about each of us is that we exist.
Yeah.
So we need to share our stories. That's what's really cool. And there are going to be people who are threatened by anyone who likes to share themselves. They're going to want to dim your light. And my biggest, don't ever let anyone dim your light. Hold your light close to you. Let it shine for everyone to see and be bright. That is life. Live your life. Be bright. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Nina. It was the most amazing interview. I loved it. It was such an honor talking to you.
Thank you for inviting me and allowing me some time to hang out with you. And I cannot wait to come back across the pond and have some fun at the theater cafe with Charlie and with your mom and your dad. I just can't wait. We're going to have the best time. We're going to talk about musical theater and have the most fun.
Woohoo! Yeah!